Tunisia. Our next speaker is our distinguished alumna guest speaker, Elizabeth Perez, who has a very long relationship with the Spanish department, having done her undergraduate work here. We were talking about this before the event. I think it was in 2013 you graduated, and has also completed the MA here. We encouraged her to get the complete set and do the PhD, but she decided to go in a different direction and is now a teacher at Garfield High School, where she is inspiring new generations of students. She is really, I think, one of our most impressive graduates, certainly in my 17 years here, and it is really an honor for us to have her as a guest speaker today on this very important event. So join me in welcoming Elizabeth.
Thank you, Professor Donald. Gracias a todos. Buenos días a todos. Good morning to you all. First and foremost, I would like to congratulate all of the graduates and their families for being here today. Gracias por estar aquí. Thank you for being here. I'm honored to be here today to share in your legacy, to be a part of the stories that you will share with others in your very actions, your dreams, and passions. I'm Elizabeth Priscilla Perez, the proud daughter of migrant farm workers. I was born and raised in Eastern Washington in a small town known as Grandview. I arrived at the University of Washington in the fall of 2008. I, like any 18-year-old at that time, had so many dreams, but yet so many fears of not finding my way. Today, I'm here to talk to you about dreams and how those dreams can transform into living change. As a freshman at UW, I believed I wanted to be a lawyer. Professor Donald knows that. And from taking countless law society and justice classes, I found myself disinterested in the subject matter. I wanted something else, but I couldn't figure it out. I went through all the phases, medicine, law, and it got to the point where my parents stopped asking. I remember that year that my roommate was taking a Spanish for Heritage Speakers class with the dearest professor, Maria Guillen. I knew I had to complete my language requirement, so it seemed like a no-brainer to enlist in those classes. I found myself enjoying the literature, Miguel de Cervantes, Gabriel Garcia Marquez, Sandra Cisneros, and I immediately became inspired. I wanted more. I love the language and the culture. I automatically was inspired by my professors, Donald Gilbert Santamaria, Anthony Geist, Maria Guillen, Lee Mercer, Laura Flores, Susie Peterson, to name a few. So I majored in Spanish and American Ethnic Studies. I was proud of my accomplishment as the first person in my family to receive a bachelor's degree. But the question still remained, what would I do with my life after? I knew I wanted to use Spanish to change the world, but I hadn't found my niche. I just wanted that something to spark joy in my life, but it felt impossible at times. A year later, I applied to the Hispanic Studies Master's Program and was accepted. I pursued Spanish literature with a passion, and while doing that, I was given a Spanish teaching assistantship. I would be teaching introductory level Spanish to undergraduates. The whole idea seemed marveling. Walking into my very first class and teaching my very own Spanish class in the classrooms I once learned in was a game changer for me. After teaching my first couple of classes, I had my very first moment of epiphany. That sudden striking moment of realization that I enjoy teaching other human beings. It made me feel in just 2 words, happy and fulfilled. So in the middle of my master's program, I applied to the master's in teaching here at UW and was accepted. I remember I was taking an inhumane number of graduate credits, 23, 1/4. Yeah, I did. I felt that nothing can get in the way of my goal of finally being a teacher. But like many stories of goals and triumph, there are also difficulties that present themselves along the path of milestones. My worst nightmares became a living reality right before my eyes. These are life's truly defining moments, ones that simply either make or break you. The first news came April 13 of 2016, as I was in the middle of finishing my Spanish thesis. On the evolution of the Mexican corrido, I received the news that my grandfather passed away. I wanted to take time off, but time was of the essence for me, so I had to persevere. Thanks to my thesis professor, Susie Peterson, I was able to push through and finish with honors. And just as I was just finishing my last quarter on the master's in teaching, so close to the goal, my cousin showed up at my house on a very cold night one late evening after a full day of teaching at Garfield High School. It was Wednesday, January 18 of 2017. That day I will never forget. She broke the news to me that my brother Caleb Perez, my sibling and best friend of 22 years of age, had passed away. My whole world fell apart in just that moment, and I felt that something in the universe was conspiring to hold me back. I wanted to pause everything in my life. I needed to figure this out, but life simply kept going. Images of my brother reverberated in my soul in my last classes at UW, pieces and thoughts of him cradled in words, images, readings, everywhere. Lo extrañaba tanto. I miss him so much. I remember the poem my English teacher made me memorize in middle school, Invictus, by William Ernest Henley. Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced or cried aloud. Under the bludgeonings of chance, my head is bloodied, but unbowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade. And yet, the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. It matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishment the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. And so today, as I stand here before you, I want to remind you that you are the captain of your dreams, the stories you will write, and the impact you will make in your respective communities. I took hold of my fate. I certainly could have given up. I could have left the culmination of academic work undone, but these experiences motivated me to find strength in my own resolve. I'm now a teacher. I've had the honor of teaching Spanish for almost 3 years at Garfield High School here in Seattle, and I tell these very stories to my students in hopes of showing them that any dream, regardless of how big or how small, can be achieved. You must look ahead, always, but always celebrate and take lots of pride in each and every single one of your accomplishments, because today is your day, and no one can take that away from you. I now use Spanish to inspire the youth to learn about other cultures through literature and history. But more than anything, I remind them to never forget their humanity, because it's the human thread that weaves us all together. Thanks to the preparation I received while here, I will be starting the first Spanish Heritage Language program at my school, the first of its kind there. I am proud of this achievement, and I'm thankful for all the mentors I had along this journey, most of which are here today. So I want to leave you with a quote by Michelle Obama. Don't be afraid. All the graduates, do you hear me? Young people, don't be afraid. Be focused, be determined, be hopeful. Be empowered. Empower yourselves with a good education. Then get out there and use that education to build a country worthy of your boundless promise. Lead by example with hope and never fear. And know that I'll be with you, rooting for you, and working to support you for the rest of my life. Hence, use your dreams to make a change in our society. This isn't the end. This is the start of a journey that will take you so many places. Appreciate and treasure every milestone, learn from every mistake, and continue to leave a powerful legacy in our world. This is your moment, graduates, and I applaud you. Thank you for your time.